Hi everyone and welcome to the Elixir455 channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Abacus Airbus Collector Edition, the Airbus A350. Generally Abacus do make pretty good add-ons, but this particular one, well, when I say pretty good add-ons, they are not the most professional ones like the Just Flight add-ons or the Captain Sim. These are for your more amateur pilots who just want to expand their fleet slightly. As you can see, it's got a very good virtual cabin you can walk through just using the FSX Flight Simulator controls. See the two clearly defined economy class and first class cabin. As I say again, it's not as detailed as maybe some of the other Airbus add-ons that you can get, for example from Just Flight. This is your basic and slightly cheaper Airbus Collector Edition, which gives you everything from the Airbus A318 all the way through to the A380. All of the interiors of the Airbus Collector Edition look exactly the same as this. They have exactly the same textures and colours, so nothing really differs there. They're just slightly smaller cabins and the seat configuration differs. And that's the cockpit, 2D cockpit. And so here's the A350 on takeoff. Generally the engine sounds more realistic than you get with the default aircraft on Flight Simulator, but I have heard a lot better engine sounds than this on, for example, freeware add-ons that you can download from the internet, just engine sounds. The outside texture is pretty good, but as I said before, you can get better textures from aircraft like this from higher quality add-on people like Just Flight or Captain Sim. The aircraft does fly pretty well and is pretty responsive to all the controls that you put in. Inside though, there is a glitch, as you can see, as I put on the autopilot and the auto throttle for the takeoff. It is missing a panel. It's missing the altitude hold switch in the virtual cockpit view. So you have to switch to the 2D cockpit view to put the altitude hold switch on, and that's a bug in the software. And the cockpit view is pretty much identical to the default Airbus A321 aircraft that you get with Flight Simulator, so if you fly that you will know how to fly this. Although that is similar to real life because all Airbuses are pretty much based on the same model. They have the side stick controls and the cockpits look pretty much the same, so if you fly an Airbus A320 you can probably fly the Airbus A380 with a few extra hours training. So simply what I'm doing on this flight is a circuit around this airport, which by the way, if you're wondering, is Tenerife South. Airport code is Golf Charlie Tango Sierra, and the airport name is Reina Sofia. So just doing a circuit around the airport and then we'll come back to land. One extra thing about this Airbus A350 is that it does have an FMC flight management computer in it, so that you can program your flight plan into it, and it will load that for you and practically fly the plane for you, if that's your option. Generally, I don't use that because I just find it easier to fly by autopilot and manually land it, but it does have an auto land feature and the FMC computer. Now as you can see, the aircraft is configured for landing. I'm using the ILS approach for runway 08 at Reina Sofia Airport. And there is another bug to do with the ILS approach that I have noticed in the software. When you switch from your GPS switch to the navigation switch, I have realised that that switch is the opposite way round to what it should be. For example, if you want to switch to the navigation radio frequency like I did to tune into the ILS, you have to set the mode to GPS. That's another bug in the software.
Don't sink.
Another bug was that as I was on the ILS approach and intercepting the glide slope, the aircraft kept saying, the computer kept saying, "Don't sink, don't sink." This must be another bug because any other plane that I have landed here, payware, freeware or default aircraft does not say this. You are still quite far off the ground here and there's no need for saying "don't sink", so I'm afraid that must be another bug, yet another in this aircraft.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Another of the annoying thing is that it has all the cabin commands and noises in the virtual cabin.
Don't sink.
So that you can hear this
Don't sink.
"don't sink" thing in the
Don't
rear
sink.
of the aircraft as well, which is quite annoying if you're trying to fly it from a passenger point of view. Reverse engine sound I thought was pretty realistic, as I have been on many an Airbus in real life. And the control surfaces that show that the reverse thrust is being used and the brakes are pretty realistic. And there you go, that's the Abacus Airbus Collector Edition A350-800. Thanks for watching.